the place where we once were, passing our favorite restaurant, leaving all the past behind. It's over, it's gone, never more anything to remember. You had your chance, so this is goodbye. I'll be riding along the hurt, riding away. It's over, it's gone, never more anything to remember. You had your chance, so this is goodbye. So I'm riding away from you, riding away. The hurt, riding away the cries, riding away from you, my love, riding away for good, for good. Riding away, goodbye.
How's it, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Boomatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are the Hamajang Gang. How's it? Thanks for being here. If you're new, Hamajang Gang is what we call ourselves here in the chat, right? Because Hamajang is Hawaiian Pidgin English for all mix up, and we are certainly that.
Very mixed up.
If you are new, please let us know. Okay, we've been putting a few people's comments up on the screen while that beautiful Melveen lead song was playing. Yes, we're still supporting. Sound is echoey. Okay, let's try to find out why. Hold on. It's always something. Okay, here, this one. Okay, this is down all the way, and let's go here. Okay, this is down this way. Oh, there we go. This is down there. Okay. Well, I know, Nani. You can stop making my watch buzz. I'm trying to find it. Making my watch buzz. It's probably LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the watch. Come on, LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the watch. Come on, LinkedIn. Where is it?
Doesn't sound like it's come from that.
Where is it? What?
Doesn't sound like it's come from that.
Where is it? Oh, no.
Doesn't sound like
Oh, here, Don Famuina comes in right now. Oh, here, Don Famuina comes in right now. Well, what do you think it is? Don Famuina comes. It's not on that thing, is it? It's not on that thing. Okay, we're trying to find it. Hold on. Okay, we're trying to find it. Hold on. Hey Don, hold on. We're having technical problems here. Hey Don, hold on. We're having technical. Yeah, I can hear that. I can hear it. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, I can hear that. I can hear it. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, I can hear that.
One of it's this.
Yeah, I can hear that.
One of it's this.
Yeah, I can hear that. Okay.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah. Okay.
That one.
What
Yeah, it's
is
on
it?
now.
But you know what it is? It's
Okay,
one of these
that
things
one.
are playing.
It's on now.
But you know what it is?
But it
It's
sounds
one
like
of
it's
these
like
things
10
are playing.
like
Yeah, you know what
looping.
it is?
But it
It's
sounds
one
like
of
it's
these
like
things
10
are
like
playing.
looping.
Yeah, you know what
It's
it
not
is?
that
Well,
one.
wait a minute, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I'm just gonna close this. Okay. Now if we bring this up.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Yeah, so now it's not doing it, but we won't be able to monitor the kind. Okay.
Unless you try to open it now.
Yeah, but I have a few other things to do, James. Okay, hold on, and then I'm gonna go here, and there's Don. Don, can you hear us? Don, can you hear us? Don? Uh-oh, he can't hear us. Can you hear us? Is that a yes? Say something. It's okay. We're not on TV right now. We're on the internet.
He is talking, you can't hear him. Is it the other ones that you turned down?
Try say something. No, we don't hear your sound. By the way, everybody, this is our special guest, Don Famuina. He's a DJ, he's a police officer, and we'll be interviewing him. On this show, what we do is we edit out a television show, and I hope it happens today, because guess what? The Menehune are running rampant today.
They say, oh, you guys went TV again.
Oh, you like do on can't hear you, Don. Oh, can't hear you. Okay, he's saying wait. What do you hear?
I heard background noise.
That was him, I think. Okay, anyway. Whoo, brah.
What if the echo was him? No.
Oh, maybe he had his. No, but I that was before I brought him in. Okay. So I mean, I guess I could. All we really want to watch is, I like the Facebook one open because it gives you a chance to look at the kind.
Yeah.
So here, let's put this up, and we'll go here, and then I'll go, there, because it gives you a chance to look at this. See, you can.
You have it muted.
Oh, here.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sound echo. Yeah, sound is weird. Yeah, I know more better. James mic up a bit. Okay, James mic's.
Right.
Well,
I was leaning back.
He's leaning back.
So here I am now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna chase James. Anyway, gang, what we do, like I said, if you just tuned in, we do this podcast, and then from this podcast we edit out a television show, and in this TV show, the TV show part, once Don comes back in. Okay, we're going to editorialize a few videos, right? Talk to Don for a couple segments, and then go back to editorializing. And the first one we're going to editorialize, I can't wait to do this one, is the backlash from the Melveen being kicked out thing. Okay, let's see. Hey, Don, how are you? Can you hear me? Usually by now I can hear you, so don't know what that means. Okay.
Is he using a laptop or?
I don't know. Let me see. No, he's not in yet. Let me okay. How do I assign him now? Here, assign him to guest 1.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Hey.
There you go, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to switch a laptop. Sorry.
okay. Oh yeah. So you're all right, right?
I'm good.
Yes, you ask people, we're doing a sound check. You all right,
Like when the mic's off, you're like, "Can you hear me?" And the people in the back like, "No."
Exactly. More. Yeah, I noticed you're doing it in front of your green screen there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I think we had some mic problems also, so it could have been a combination of both of us. So here's what's going on, Don. We are doing the internet part right now, right?
Okay.
And basically, what I say hi to the chat. Like here's Michael Seal, right? And here's Herbert Tanaka, a Trippin' Tommy. Let's see, we have about 45 people watching right now. We just started. Namaste Zen. How's it? Room full of mirrors. What does that mean? don't know. He could be talking about me. This is a mirror behind you. I do that on purpose. Make my studio, quote unquote, look more big, right?
Huge.
Come on, Miles. Don't make trouble on top of everything else, Kevin. Frazier, Andy, the sound is strange. It sounds, yeah. Well, let's get past all that. I'm zooming down to the bottom, right?
There we
go. Okay. And there's Devin, one of our moderationists. We have 4 moderationists now. We have Nani Aloha, C Honda, and Ware, and Devin. So, hey, who's this? Paniolo.
Nate.
Paniolo Nate.
He's gonna say Paniolo Nate.
Gotta put a mirror in the plant. Gotta put mirror in the plants.
Pants.
Gotta put a mirror in pants.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. 2 professional comedians just went, what's that mean?
This must have been an inside joke of one.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I know. Hi, Darlene S. You guys still on the North Shore? Her and Rick, they got a beautiful little place on the North Shore. Okay, gang, so here's what's up. Gigamba, how's it? And there's Felicia, our front row hottie. Greetings, guys and gang. Yeah. So what we do is we do 6 segments, okay? Don, we do 6 segments. He and I do the first one by ourselves, and then we bring you in for segment 2, segment 3, and then we do whatever's left, the last 3 by ourselves. Unless it's rocking and you want to keep going, but that's what we have planned so far. You okay with
Awesome.
that?
Yeah.
No,
Whatever.
I sound like I'm in a tunnel. So, can I come out of the tunnel?
James sounds like he's in a tunnel. I don't hear it. You know, do you? Does Don?
I don't hear it on my side. I don't hear it. He sounds clear to me.
Maybe I'm just a person that sounds like I am in a tunnel. We meet in person, and she's like, "Oh, you sound like you're in a tunnel."
That's how you always sound. Okay, I remember the old days when people put mirrors on their shoes. Oh my God, was that the reference? Oh man, so you also grew up in the 50s. Still on the North Shore and enjoying it. Thank you. James is having flashbacks to driving a bus through a tunnel. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, you know what? Well, let's try to do the first segment. You can hang, or you can log out and come back now that we got it straight. So if you want to,
Yeah, I'll just hang out. Just put me in the back.
Okay, you just hang out. Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool. Hold on, and let's do what?
I'll just talk like this.
When we're trying to impress our Twitch superstar, everything goes wrong.
Hey,
More like Monstar.
What's that?
More like Monstar.
You ever have one of those days, though? Everybody does, don't they, Don?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The beauty of life.
That is the beauty. We call it podcast quality.
Podcast quality.
Smell the freshness.
Yeah, smell the freshness. Okay, let's try to do what you got your thing right. Okay, let's go to first on. Let's go to James Cam. See if you can bring it in a little more. Just smash him in there. Yeah. Make it square. That way, in the edit, I can find it. Okay. No, you don't have to touch the one yet because we're gonna come up with.
Oh no, I'm gonna clack it.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Huh? You're good at that.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, this is the first show of our second season. We've done 30 shows. Let's play the. Oh no, I gotta click the timer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit start and.
Hey, how's it? Like a full-time job.
Yeah, good thing neither of us are working.
Yeah. And then tell me what you have. So, it's so funny.
Oh, how's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Monick.
And you are watching a television show that we edit from a podcast. That's right. We do a podcast on most of the social media networks weekdays at 3 p.m.
Yes.
Okay? And from that podcast, we edit out this television show. So every once in a while, you might see a comment pop up on the screen, like this one here. This is Mad Statter saying, "Aloha, Keone Nunes," and there's Keone Nunes right there. Aloha from, that's Thailand. He's talking about right there, right? And here's Devin, Hawaiian 5-0, right? So, and there's DJ Don Famuina. He will be our guest in the second and third, and maybe more segments. Don is not only a police officer, but he's a popular Twitch DJ. How's that?
Love it.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's Samoan.
Yes, he is.
What do you think?
With a name like that?
Famuina?
Oh, no, I meant Don.
Oh, Don, yes. All right, and here's Michael Seal saying the slating is definitely of broadcast quality. Yes. Nice job, James. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to play a segment here. And for those of you watching on television or on a rerun a long time from now, during Merry Monarch, Melveen Lead and Akumu Hula did an impromptu
Performance.
at a mall in Hilo,
Mhm.
right? Well, they didn't much like it, and the manager told somebody else to stop them, and Brother never wait till the song was over. He just walked up and rudely went, "Hey, out!" And they asked them to leave, believe it or not.
During the performance.
Yeah.
Mid-song.
Mid-song, and to a big crowd, and everybody went, "What? That's Melveen Lead, you nuts!" Well, there was backlash on that, so let's editorialize the first video.
Kurt Favela is calling for the general manager of the Prince Kuhio Plaza in Hilo to be fired after an impromptu performance by Hawaii singing legend Melveen Lead and a beloved Kumuhula was stopped. Tonight, the mall has its own version of the incident. Our Mahealani Richardson spoke exclusively with Lead and has our top story.
Wow, this ought to be good.
79-year-old Hawaii singing icon Melveen Lead and 73-year-old Kumuhula Ivalani Walsh Seu were doing impromptu performances throughout Hilo during the Merry Monarch Festival earlier this month. At the Prince Kuhio Plaza on April 14th, Lead says she's plugged in her karaoke machine and started singing while Seu danced. Lead spoke exclusively with Hawaii News Now. She says the crowd loved it, but during the second song, she was told to stop.
When I started singing, Ivalani started dancing.
Wow.
And then this gentleman, this guy comes up and he says, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, but you have to stop." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "You have to stop singing." And I said, "What do you mean I have to stop singing?" And he says, "And you didn't go through our proper channels over here." And I said, "Well, who's your manager?" And he says, "I am the manager of this whole Kuhio Mall."
Lead says it happened in front of the crowd and as she was live streaming on social
man.
media.
I felt embarrassed,
Wow.
shocked, and humiliated. It's just the way that he did it.
I want to thank the supporters and the people that are so kind and say, we don't tolerate kupuna, our elders, to be treated that way because that's the way our culture
Doesn't she look great?
She looks amazing.
is.
So
The
graceful.
mall is run by Brookfield Properties. Hawaii
Elegant.
News Now spoke with the general manager, Daniel Kea, and the director of public relations, who did not want to speak on camera, but say the performance
Gee,
needed to
I
stop
wonder why
because
not.
the crowd was gathering and blocking an exit, so it was a safety issue.
Blocking an exit. That's the excuse they used. Yeah, because you know what? More people might come in.
Despite multiple accounts that the general manager spoke directly to Lead, the mall says the general manager asked her to stop through a vendor. Tonight, the mall is facing mounting backlash.
I was appalled that someone in a position of authority and responsibility and leadership was able to handle the situation in such a callous manner.
The mall says it'll be reaching out privately to Lead and Seiyu.
Yeah.
Both say they want situations like this to be handled with aloha and kindness. Mahialani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
So the PR department kicked in there at the we want this to be handled with aloha. Yeah, okay, hey, stop singing. Out.
The worst part is I am the manager.
Oh, bro. And his name was Daniel Kea. That's what they said, right? Oh, you weren't. You was steam was coming out of your ears at the time, right? Oh my goodness. Now, for those of you again who may not have seen the first video that they showed, and it was, what's that?
The time.
Oh yeah, well we got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's in this business. 2 minutes is a career, James.
I got 2 jobs: to click and to tell you the time. I'm gonna do them well.
Well, thank you so much. You are right. But anyway, if you didn't hear, people went nuts. I can't believe that. You know what I mean? That's like Melveen.
I know.
And she gets huge bucks for doing this, and as a way to spread Hawaiian music and to enjoy the spirit of Mary Monarch, she had a karaoke machine, and her and Kumu Elizabeth there were just traveling around making people happy.
Yeah, there's a lot of worse things people could be doing. They were spreading, aloha.
Right.
During a time when aloha should be,
But but think about that. Guess what? You blocking the exit. Huh? I don't. How does? But like, there's a fire in the middle of this. People can't get out because people are. They're people. They're the people that would go through the exit. Another one of my favorite excuses in malls is, it's our policy. That's like management works in mysterious ways. You don't get to know, but I got to tell you what, they have not heard the end of this.
Oh no.
And that politician is calling for the manager's resignation.
And that politician's from Eva Beach.
Oh!
Not even on the same island.
Put his address up. Anyway, gang, thanks for joining us on the Daily Pigeon. We'll be right back with our special guest, DJ Don Famuina. No go away. Whoo! I think I nailed it.
You nailed it. Hit the post. Look at us, bro.
Look at us.
Broadcast quality.
Broadcast quality. All right. The manager stepped on his tongue. Yeah, Felicia, I'll tell you that. Somebody. Policy is their safe word. Policy. Policy.
I tried to do everything I could, but policy states that we have to stop this.
Yeah, I know.
There's a comedian that has a joke where he was sitting in the exit or blocking the exit row or whatever, on the fire exit.
Yeah.
As if there was a fire, I would still be standing here.
In case of a fire, yeah, I know, it's crazy. I took a GoPro into in a Long's drugstore one time, and the guy says, "Excuse me, no video recording in the Longs," and I went, "What? Isn't that a recorder up there?" And he goes, "Oh, well, yeah," and I went, "So only me, not you," right?
What?
I said, which is okay. But
Then he pulled out policy word.
Yeah, and then he said, "Well, it's our policy," and I went, "Well, bro, okay." So let's move this to click an eyes and
resetilize.
Okay, there we go. There, and then we do that, and then we come back and we say, "And we're back," right? Oh, you got to do your thing here. Hold, let me do that. Yeah.
Because it's like mirror or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I should be able to find that. Don, what's that about is when I'm editing out the segments, I can find it. You know what that's like, right? Okay, so let's go here. And I will start this. Are you ready? And this is segment 2, correct?
Did you want to do the mocap or just to make sure you get enough?
Nah, I got it. Okay. I'll find it. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. And we are back. Thank you so much for watching The Daily Pigeon. And our special guest is DJ Don Famuina. He is a sensation on Twitch and a sensation when he's in uniform as a Honolulu police officer. Please help me welcome Don Famuina. Ah,
Oh, the
chew.
pressure. The pressure. What an intro.
I know. That's all right, bro. You know that's see, James and I are here to make you look good. So you cannot fail.
Yeah. So next to
Yeah.
me, you look real skinny. Just putting it out there.
So Don, tell me, how's Twitch been treating you?
You know, ever since things started opening up, I've been on Twitch like sporadically, only because on my business side, I DJ weddings. So I'm an officiant. I MC and I DJ weddings. So
Oh,
that's been super busy
yeah.
for me. A lot of the weddings that was held back because of the pandemic are actually back on. And what I'm noticing now, there's a lot of local weddings are done during the weekdays. So very
Whoa.
different,
Good
very
for
different now.
you.
Yeah. So with the, which is why it's very sporadic when I'm on Twitch, but I'm grateful when I am on because the community here is just amazing.
Isn't it funny that the only people that were bummed that, the COVID thing was over and everybody went back to normal were the people online?
Yeah, the people online, yeah, crazy.
But at the same time, though, a lot of people who were musicians, right, and couldn't gig went online and stayed online afterwards. Were
Yes,
you
yeah,
affected by that?
yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Which is one of the reasons why when I discovered Twitch, because when the pandemic happened, Facebook, Instagram, we would jump on top, and especially, I think it was different for DJs as opposed to musicians
Yeah.
because of the actual music that we played, right? And so
Oh,
we would get shut off within 30 minutes of us playing, and it was so humbug. Yeah, like within
well,
30, 40 minutes,
why?
copyright infringements would
Oh,
kick in.
copyright.
Yeah, correct. And so Instagram, Facebook would just cut us off. It would just kick our live stream off. And so trying to do that and get back on just to rebuild the community all over again, it was
Yeah.
such a humbug. And then when Twitch came on, it was such a blessing for us.
Wow. So, how have you changed things on Twitch? You mentioned that you're on sporadically, right?
Yeah,
Oh, my dog's not happy about you being on sporadically. He wants you on
yeah,
every day like you used to be.
Get a schedule.
No, because you know
yes,
what? Don was doing this thing where he was supporting other DJs. DJs were
correct,
supporting him, and he had like this community of all these people. Is that still
correct.
intact?
So the community has of course gotten a lot smaller because of live events. At one point there were a lot of DJs from Hawaii that was on
Yeah.
Twitch, and many of them kind of just faded out. In fact, I there's only probably me and somebody else, and then another DJ in Maui that still does it on Twitch. The rest have
Wow.
kind of just disappeared and off to live events. But I love the community because I mean so many people in the chat room. And then Andy, this is kind of how I met you. And James, I follow you
Yeah.
on TikTok and I love your content, and you guys are amazing. And then look, this is the result right here. So
Hey,
so crazy. So
it's
blessed.
crazy how it, well, you got to change, you got to evolve. And that's what I love about the whole live thing that we do, the podcasting thing. You can adjust on the fly, you're not locked
Yes.
in. Hey, let me
Yeah.
ask you, how is it that, now I'm going to throw a picture up here. I think this will work. Hold on. Beep. No, it doesn't. Oh, there
There
we
it
Oh,
is.
who's
go.
that guy? Oh,
Yeah,
who's
who's
that
this
guy?
guy here? My question is,
It's the man.
yeah, my question is, how is it that you juggle your police officer duties with your live streaming
Yeah,
and
you know
DJing?
it's the police side. I've been a policeman with the Honolulu Police Department for 23 years.
Whoa,
I currently patrol in Chinatown and I work the graveyard shift. And so
wow.
those, and James, and Andy, you and many of you are
Yeah,
familiar. If you're familiar with Chinatown, Chinatown is synonymously known
yeah.
for some craziness, a lot of homeless, substance abuse, mental health issues with our community out in the streets. So every night's a different adventure for us. you know. And
Adventure. I love the way you put
you
that.
see, I'm just trying to be very specific in my
Uh,
wording. But you know, I love my job. I'm so grateful that I'm able to have a career such as this, where I'm able to reach a community where I can just get out and serve them. But
yeah.
on the same time, the Twitch side and my DJ side is my outlet.
Yeah.
So when you
Oh.
talk about two opposite sides of the spectrums, right? So
Mhm.
really, really crisis oriented, and then you go to the happy go lucky side where
Wow.
everything and everyone's just having a great time. And so it balances out for me, and that's my source of out where I can kind of just dump
Yeah.
all the opala and then just have fun.
Have
Hmm.
fun. Hey, Don, Nani Aloha has a question here. She says, "What do the 4 stars on your uniform mean?"
Yeah, Kavika, David, is right. Yeah, I'm a general. No, no, no. Five. One. I like that. It should be on my shoulders though, not
Yeah,
here. But
he's a
uh,
general.
each each star represents 5 years of service. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I got 2 more years to hit my fifth star. Almost there.
Wow. And Nani Aloha, who is also an associate producer here, says, "Hey, Habajan Gang, if you have a question for our guest, put the word question at the start of your question. Or you can just put a Q and a colon mark. That'd be easier to type. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we come back, we got about a minute and a half left in this segment. But one of the things I'm interested about, and of all the police officers that I know, and I know a few, some of them really have hard time taking that game face off.
Mm.
And not only do you have to take that game face off, you have to put on the happy face, for the DJ. Give us a quick taste, and we'll talk more about it in the next segment.
Yes. Yeah. You have those that, like you said, Andy, they have a difficult time just not being a policeman because policy states that you're that you're an officer 24/7.
Yeah.
But our patrol officers, I think they have it the roughest the most, only because of the calls that we are sent to. Um,
Wow.
there's a statistic a couple years ago. We receive about almost 1 million calls and for 911 and 911 calls, and about 80% of those calls are actually calls for HPD. The other ones are for EMS and HFD. And so if
Let's
you could
talk.
imagine,
Let's
yeah,
talk a little more about that when we come back in the next segment. We're talking to DJ and police officer Don Famuina on the Daily Pigeon. Thanks, Sir, for being here. No, go away. How's that? Blue Ohana.
So now, did you want to do more, Cam?
Yeah, maybe we should do more Ocam now, boom, just so we can find it. But
Well,
looks
no, I
like
got one more
and of course it's not
segment, and
gonna
then I
work.
found that I can just go in the
what
chat.
what is this one?
Well, at least you get the
And
burp
one more
off.
time.
On what platform?
You
Twitch.
hear them?
Oh, that's him. Yeah,
Oh,
in
YouTube.
minutes, a minute.
Oh, okay.
But you always come back to the ninja.
What's that?
Or, oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what happened is I went here. This should be Don's single shot, and it's not working. So let me try to fix this, Don. Hold on. I want to get your single working
That's because I'm married.
here. They won't let you show the single cam.
His wife said no single.
Yeah.
No
No
single on the single cam.
I put a lot of work into this guy. Not throwing all of this away.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, I know. I tried to go to you during your thing. By the way, if you see me go to this shot here, this is the hint that we're starting to wrap up. So if
Got
you're
it.
talking, just kind of wrap up your idea.
That's good
and
to
then
know.
I'll try to take it out. I'm sorry. I usually mention that to the guests and stuff, but
Yeah.
if you see me, this is the hint, because unlike scare you with this shot.
Two soles.
Too many soles.
Too many soles in a shot. That's
TV.
security right there.
Yeah. TV cannot handle.
Over sole.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sole.
hey, Don, Chinatown's going through that whole renovation thing. Let's talk a little bit about how that affects things, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing a lot of those homeless people are getting displaced and stuff, right? Okay, here, why do so many HPD just drive forerunners? Oh, don't answer these questions, and we'll do them when we go live. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Andy, my nephew is a police too.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. That's Ellen.
Nice.
Yeah, Ellen.
Hey, what is code 25?
Code
The
25
brotherhood.
means code 25 code 25 means the person is drunk.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know if you know Boyce the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, so he always has that on his social media
Yeah.
or something. So
Yeah.
at a show when I opened for Tumu at the Blaisdell,
Yeah.
knowing that they were there, I gave a shout out, code 25, and I walked out. Now I
Oh,
know
shout out
what
to
I
all the
said.
drunk policemen.
Yeah.
Now I know what I said. I shouldn't
Oh,
have said
that's
that.
so funny. It'd be a good name for a beer. Have you tried Code 25?
It's not code 45.
Not
code
code
25.
Code
Code
25. Why mess around? Get straight to the message.
Straight.
Ah,
The clock. And
okay, yeah, we'll set that and then go here. This is 3.
I gotta
Okay.
stop saying code 25 now. I thought it meant like some kind of.
No,
like a
now you know,
clue.
James.
Yeah. Oh, and then you can see the Kauai video for YouTube. Andy, can you see the Kauai video you have for Johnny Sparkles? It would take me forever to find it. That kind of stuff, David, you got to let me know ahead of time so I can queue it up. Because I'd go, okay, hold on. You do searches and it's
Well, even and especially not on the TV episode.
right, not on the TVC. Code 420 is code for possession of marijuana. No, it's not. That's not right.
It's a song, right? What's that,
Yeah.
that band?
420 is the international time to smoke weed.
Yeah, but
From
it's not
the-
an official police designation.
It's not.
What's
It's
that
not.
band?
Yeah.
The Deadheads. It's from that band, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Grateful Dead?
Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
No, 420. Years and years ago, this is in the 70s, there were a bunch of kids that used to get together at a certain place at 420. And they started calling those kids the 420 gang. And then they started going, what, 420? And then that became the slang and it just took off.
Yeah, which is why April 20th.
Yeah, you never had any problem in your cruiser on April 20th, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Code 4, James. That's the one. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's try again. And here we go.
Let me get my slate.
Oh, you get your slate going here. Hold on, okay. We'll be right back with you, Don.
I gotta do this because Union, that's why I am. They might set my trailer on fire.
Stop. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
okay. Oh, man. Okay, and I have the time. I'm going to start it. And, okay, find my cursor. There we go. Start. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Mahalo nui loa. Our special guest, Don Famuina from Twitch. And he happens to also be an officer of the law here in Honolulu. Please help me welcome Don Famuina. How you, brother?
How's it? How's it? So good to
And
be here.
we had a question while we were on break there, and someone wants to know why do so many HPD drive Forerunners?
Well, as a 23-year veteran that actually owns a black Forerunner, it's a buy one get one free.
No, that's the reason.
We get it at a really good price, and so it's a great car. Many of our officers will use the cars even after they're done service. We can have our subsidized vehicles for up to 12 years. And once we hit that 12th year, we have to actually retire it and get a new car.
Hey, explain to people who might be watching this on the mainland, because you know people on the podcast part right now that we're watching, how that works with you using your own personal cars.
Yeah, so the city does a subsidized program which allows us to. We have a list of cars that we're allowed to drive, and that's our own personal vehicle that we use, and it helps saves money because it lessens the fleet vehicles, the blue and whites that you see out on the streets.
Yeah.
So, and that's reserved more for our junior officers. So they'll use it. So when you see an officer driving their own car, you'll know they're one of the veterans. So they've been in for a little bit, and you just move up within the ranks when you get there. It's called a motorized subsidized vehicle program.
Do they
So
give
we
you
get a stipend every month. We get a stipend every month, which helps pay for the loans, and it's a pretty good
Sure.
stipend. And then gas is, we have gas that's free that we use during on duty. But obviously, when
Oh.
we're off duty, we pay our own gas.
And what about modifications on the motor? I mean, do you get like I'm dreaming here discount on speed equipment or any of that?
Oh, I wish everything has to actually be just standard. We actually can't modify anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, we
Wow.
can't
There
modify
was
anything.
didn't there used to be a time years ago where you could go to
They did.
Ron's,
They did. That was the Monte Carlo days.
the Monte Carlo days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In fact, someone mentioned that here and said, I remember used to be right here, Tikoa, a time when they
Yes,
drove Monte Carlos.
Monte Carlos. Yep.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
get that special HPD package.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know
And then
what?
just
Go ahead.
go ahead, Andy. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and I just have personally, police officers have the cleanest cars. Your cars are never dirty. Is that mandated?
It is actually. It is
Wow.
mandated that we keep our cars clean and when we're at work, and yeah, so many of the officers, it's just habit that we keep it clean.
Yeah. And a Watts 45 wants to know, do you fill your tank at the end of your shift?
It, it depends. It depends.
Oh, oh. Well, here, Don. Okay, here's a full blown question for a cop.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's from a Samoan.
Right.
Of
Another
course.
Samoan wants to know, do you
Absolutely.
give family members a speeding ticket?
So, it's funny. I got interviewed for a specific position, and that was one of the questions. The question was, if you pulled your mother over for speeding, would you give her a ticket? Right? And I'm obviously like, no way. That's my mom. I'm actually more afraid of her if I gave her a ticket and getting lickings than this stupid citation. No way, bro.
That's
No
too
way.
funny.
No way. But all joking aside, Andy, I'm the type of police officer that when I pull people over, my intent always is to give them a break because I'm not sure what their story is. I'm not sure if I'll give you an example. About a month ago, female driver on her phone. This is like 1 a.m. in the morning, so I can see the cell phone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so she's on, and I patrol in Chinatown. So we're on Nimitz, just passing Aloha Tower. I just so happen to come down on Alakia Street, and I see it's my green light, and I'm so lucky I look to the left out of habit, and
Yeah.
she runs the red light.
Ooh.
So my light's
Wow.
on. Watch follows her. She runs the next red light, and then
Whoa.
I put my lights on. I flash. I call off on the traffic stop, and I go over and I ask her, and she's crying. And I say, hey, my name is Officer Don with HPD. The reason why I'm pulling you over is you have your cell phone. You're using your cell phone, and you just ran two lights. Is everything okay? And she
Wow.
turns to me and she said, Officer, my husband, I just caught him, having extramarital affairs.
Oh.
I'm trying to get to my sister's house, and I'm just a hot mess. And I said, look, do me a favor. I'm sorry this is happening to you. If you can stay off your phone, get to your sister safely, and I hope everything turns out for you. And I'm so sorry this is happening. Just drive safely. I feel bad for her. I'm not going to make it worse,
Well, the cool thing
go
about
ahead.
that is you probably saved a life. Like she was probably, like you said, she said a hot mess and not even paying attention. A couple more traffic lights, she probably could have either crashed or
Yeah.
killed somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was so grateful, James. She was so grateful about the courtesy, and again, I'm just, we. It's no secret that police throughout the nation get a bad rap because of the interaction, right? But I'd like to think to be that one person where, hey, okay, maybe not everybody, because this guy's pretty cool, right? So I always say, hey, give them the benefit of the doubt unless they give you a reason to. Now, having said that, I'm gonna ask you, the both of you, this question, right? Of all my years working as a police officer, pulling people over, can you guess which group gives me the harder time, males or females?
Oh, definitely females.
I was gonna say males.
I don't know. I don't wonder what the chat would say.
Yeah, okay, let's give them a chance. You know what? This is so interesting. Let's do another segment,
Yeah.
okay? We'll come back for a third. I know I said one or two, but Hamajang Gang, right? And again, this is on television now, so we're going to put your, here, Darlene S. says definitely females. Ellen says males. Watts 45 says females. Kavika says females.
Man.
I don't know if you notice, a lot of the females are saying female. Here, look
Everybody's
at this.
pointing to self.
Right, look at this here. Gigamba, females, and Nani Aloha says males, and then Marty Lovelace says
Wahine.
Wahine, and then Michael Seo,
Michael.
real writer. It's a tie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oops.
and then Paniolo, kind of females, males. Depends on what time it is. Don't go there.
Oh, that's a
Don't
touchy
go
one.
there. Okay. Okay, we got about 30 seconds left, but let's read some of these things. And people on TV, if you want to join the chat, join us, please. We're live most platforms, at 3 p.m. weekdays.
Yeah, Hawaii time at 3 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitter.
Yeah, all of them right there. And Twitch with Don Famuina. We'll be right back with more of Don Famuina police stories after this.
Boom, right on it.
You really help when you bring your hand up like that, because I'm like,
Perfect. You're like a professional.
oh, broadcast quality.
Watching the verbal cues and the non-verbal cues between the two of you. It's really cool.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We did a show a while back, right? And we took our show from TV and we presented it to some of the other television stations. Hey, what do you think, basically, right? And one of them came back with, do you think you could apply more broadcast quality? So it's our joke now that, we need broadcast quality. But, oh, man. So we did this thing where we did this parody. We went, hi, welcome to the Daily Pigeon. Today we're talking to Don Famuina. He's a police officer. Imagine that. It's just this whole, so what? Enough broadcast quality. Okay, that's great. And here, are you keeping track who won, males or females?
But I think was it Herbert has a good one.
Where Herbert, no more third choice. The LGBTQ plus ZYX.
That'll be 10 choices.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
you know what? I think more people are saying females.
That's what I saw.
Yeah. How's it, Andy and James? Oh, hi, Jerry. Yeah, we're talking to DJ Don Famuina from.
The question was who gives them a more difficult time, right? More hard time.
Yeah,
Who
correct.
gives the police
Yeah.
a harder
So
time?
Gives us
I'm
more
thinking-
attitude.
I'm thinking the man, but
Well,
we'll come back to it. But that's
Well,
why,
I'm sure you've seen the video of that cop that stops that woman. She goes, I was under the impression police don't give tickets to pretty women. And he says,
like, yeah, we
you're
don't."
so, huh?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we don't sign here.
Yeah, we don't. Here's your ticket. What a setup. It's like, pull!
Shots fired. Yes.
the thing with what you do when you pull them over, the way you handle it is really awesome.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is nobody goes, pulls up their phone and go, starts recording and saying, oh, he's such a nice officer. He's helping me out. They wait till a bad cop shows up, and then they go, hey,
Yeah.
let's
Well-
go viral.
Well, I have a question about that stop, and we'll do it when we're on TV. Okay. So you ready? You want to go do another? Let's do
You gotta
another.
do your
set.
time and your.
Oh yeah. Thank you, James. Boom. There we go. And we're on 4. Okay. And this is segment 4. This is the first show of our second season. We did 30 shows on the first season. Kevin Frazier has a question. Where was Kevin Frazier's question? I'm looking. How far back was it? OMG. Nani Aloha I have a
Moderator.
yeah. No, I mean.
Bat phone.
Yeah, the bat phone she's sent. I can't see it. I can't find it. It's too far back.
All the votes buried it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Wide.
You got it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You got to go to
you
James Cam.
There you go.
Yeah. You notice the date and time is on there?
Yeah, and even this up to the second.
Yeah, that's right. Too bad we're not up to the second.
So
You got to follow. Oh, there we go. And we got color bars that we'll never use. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Whew, so interesting. Okay. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And our special guest is DJ Don Famuina, who just also happens to be a police officer. How's it, Don? Back again.
Aloha, how's it? Yes, thanks for having
Do
me.
you sell those blue Ohana shirts?
I don't, but one of our dispatchers, this is her line of clothing. So yeah, she
That's
does.
the line, blue
That's her.
Ohana.
That's her clothing line that she sells.
Oh, that's cool. A few people have mentioned that. Where do I get one? Do you know?
Yeah, I can. I'll send you the link, Andy. I'll send you guys.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, in the last segment, you were talking about how polite you were to a young lady who was going through a difficult time. She had her phone up to her ear. She ran a couple of red lights, but she said, I'm going through some difficult times. And you went, well, take care, and I hope you get better. And you kind of let her slide. Okay. Here's my question. How do you know she just wasn't a really good actor?
You know, you take it as face value and you leave it as is. And at some point, I'm a firm believer that the universe will come back and catch up to that. So
Okay.
it is what it is.
What's the dumbest excuse you ever heard?
Oh, we get the officer. I gotta go shishi. I gotta go doo doo.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Yeah.
See, that was,
Body
I have to go to the
function.
bathroom,
that
right?
was gonna be
And
my
so,
question for you. Like, have you ever put on that siren and you have to go to the bathroom?
oh, never. No, we don't use the bathroom on duty. We never.
It's against policy.
Policy states that we're not allowed to use the restroom. We're
Oh.
also not allowed to eat on duty.
Donuts or
Oh,
otherwise.
And do I have stories about that too?
You know, the whole cops and donuts thing. How much fun do you have with that? Internally.
It's hilarious because when people do actually say that, and some people so kind, the community will drop off donuts, and I jokingly always say, I appreciate it, but you gotta understand, this Hawaii, we eat manapua.
Manapua,
It's
malasada,
manapua, pork
musubi.
ash, and musubi. Come
So
on.
going back to who gives you guys a hard time, men or women?
Yeah. So it's the females that actually give more attitude
Yeah.
than the males.
Wow.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's pretty funny. The guys they're very honest. The males are very honest. They'll either say my bad, or they'll make an excuse, and then they're gonna want to fight you. Females,
What?
yeah, females just want to fight you from the get go.
They just go straight to altercation.
Andy, I've had one where I'd show up, and before I even could say something, I get the flat tire response. The
What?
psh,
Oh.
psh, why you pull me over for? I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
are you serious, lady? Like, yeah, why you pull me over for? Oh, okay. So here's some advice. When an officer asks you for your driver's license, insurance, and registration, and then when they walk around your car, you're dead meat.
Why
You're
is
dead
that?
because they're looking for every single infraction to cite you for.
Oh, because you gave them a hard time.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what happened in this case with that one lady. Like actually was gonna let her go, but then she gave me attitude, and I grabbed everything. And then of course, right, she goes down the line of, well, call your supervisor. Like, I'm not gonna call him. He doesn't have to be here. Well, give me your name. My name's right here. What's your badge
Yeah.
number? I'm sure you can see this, right? And then, of course, she's going off, and then I walk around the
Well-
car. Why are you walking around the car for? About 12 citations later.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, a lot of what you see on the internet is what's your name and badge number. So people are under the impression that you need to say it out loud, and that there are all those cop watcher videos and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
A lot of
You know,
copycat stuff because of social media.
Yeah, right. And they think that they're going to be a YouTube star. How many people stick a camera in your face?
I haven't had that done very often. I've had it a couple times during actual cases where I respond to like domestic violence,
Yeah.
and then like phones in my face. I'm like, that's not necessary. Like, I'm recording you, great, because I'm recording you too the moment I walked in your door, and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, then they back off.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Someone says, when I get, and this is a retired truck driver, Kavika. He says, I get pulled over, I say yes, sir, and no, sir.
Right on, Kavika.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, bro.
that's
Yeah,
how.
and the respect is reciprocal.
Yeah, and I think you automatically know whether you're gonna catch attitude or not, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Usually within the first 10, 20 seconds of our interaction with the driver.
Wow.
This one of my mods, Princess Leahonu, her husband is
Oh, there
actually
you
a
go.
police officer. We're actually recruit school classmates.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, getting back to the DJ part,
Yes.
when you have to take off that police, game face, and how difficult is that?
Oh, it's flipping a switch for me, Andy. This
Yeah.
is my happy place. Yeah, I look forward jumping on, playing music. It's just something that music does something to me. I think music is the only vehicle that actually touches here and here at the same time.
Yeah.
And then it brings us together. Aside from food, right? Music is what brings us together, and where we can connect universally.
Wow. And with the music on Twitch nowadays, you mentioned the whole copyright thing.
Yes.
How are you getting around that?
Yeah, Twitch does it in a way where because everything is live, your replays are muted in different sections, and that's how they're able to get around the
Oh.
copyright infringement. So they mute your stream when you go back to watch the replays. But during live, it's open, unedited, for as long as you want, and whatever you want.
But you mentioned that they cut you off at 30 minutes
But
sometimes.
that was when we were on Facebook and Instagram, not on
Oh,
Twitch,
okay.
not on
But not
Twitch,
Twitch.
not Twitch. Yeah.
I get it. There we go. Ooh, okay. Oh, let's see. When pulled over, I keep my hands on the wheel and ask for permission to move to get insurance and registration. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, that I'm very lax in terms of when I deal with the public. Like you can sense
Yeah.
when you walk up to a driver and they're up to no good. That's when the spider senses go up and like, hey, do me a favor, keep your hands on the wheel, turn your car off for me. Yeah, like what Mad Statter was saying,
Yeah.
what she was mentioning. I see that it's a great practice, but I see my B partners when they interact with drivers, they're very lax in terms of like, just relax, thank you for cooperating, the reassurance to let them know, hey, we're just running some checks, and if you're good, you're good.
Not the kind. Oh, excuse me, officer. I'm taking my hand and reaching for
Yeah.
my ghost gun. Okay? So just relax.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Really appreciate it. Don Famuina. Aloha no. Thanks, you bugger.
Mahalo.
Boom.
Yeah, and then we'll put the stuff over that one there.
Hey, thanks, sir.
How was that?
Awesome. I
Got 'em.
appreciate you guys. Mahalo nui, mahalo.
No, I can
Thank
tell, like, even because I see your TikTok and your Instagram posts or Facebook, where you're showing when you're out and about as a police officer.
Yes.
Oh, watch out! There's traffic or something happened here, or yada yada, and it shows you your attitude and your energy. And it seems like you're a very friendly person in general. So I think going from police officer to entertaining DJ,
Yeah.
it probably doesn't take too much because I think overall you're probably just a
Well,
genuinely nice person.
I think a lot of that, James, is because of our upbringing. You know how our culture is, right?
Yeah.
We're kind. We give the shirts off our back to people until you give me a reason not to.
Yeah.
Don't poke the bear. Don't
That's
poke
the
the
one.
bear.
Yeah.
So that's why they put you Chinatown late at night because they know, hey, you guys enjoy yourself in Chinatown, but
Do you have any say in what when you're assigned to where?
Yeah, you can actually put in assignment in different areas, right? And so Oahu's broken up into what's called districts, and there's
Yeah.
8 districts in Oahu. So Chinatown is District 1, and so I'm actually contemplating leaving Chinatown after 7 years. I'm probably gonna go to like either Kahuku or Wahiwa to little slower pastures.
What about Kahala?
Nah, that's the worst, bro.
Really?
no, because
You get all these guys trying to make hostile takeover.
no, 'cause
And- and- no,
they're all lawyers.
Andy, Andy, especially on a specific side, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
say this in the most respectful and nicest way, is we have a certain community that um, I when I used to work out in that area, when I was training, we would go to calls and we would have neighbors complaining because like the dogs next door are barking.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's what
What?
dogs do. Like,
Yeah.
I can't stop that. The dogs bark,
Yeah.
and they want, oh, make the dog stop. Are you calling us for this? Like, are you serious? So that's the kind of calls that
Oh,
our
I get
officers
it.
on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
side get. Like, I think we have a little bit more important things to take care of than barking dog
Hey,
complaints.
Darlene S wants to know, hey DJ, what do you do for stress relief?
Um,
Fun or as stress relief?
I have my wife tell me what to do. That's how I relieve stress.
You are enjoying yourself right now. Okay,
I
good,
DJ,
honey.
man. I get on. I DJ. That's my
Yeah,
outlet.
that's your
Yeah,
outlet. That's
yeah.
great. Yeah. I had another question here, but what was it? I can't remember now.
HPD, DJ.
No, it was about Kahala and different
Oh,
ty-
different.
types of
Well, I figure like so the Kahala. I figure everybody. I know my rights when you show
Yes.
up, and then
Yeah.
it's all these people that want to be lawyers. But when you go countryside, you probably get a lot of like family fights or something that you have to.
Yeah, and the hardest part for me is it's a running joke amongst my beat partners, that is like, if you talk to Don, he probably knows everybody here, and so running, you go to a domestic violence call and you show up and it's somebody
Oh yeah.
right,
Oh, I
and then
get it.
and then that's the guy you're gonna have to arrest.
Oh man, that's gotta be
So
tough.
I'm always stuck in a rock in a hard place, and
Yeah.
I feel very blessed because you just you ho'oponopono it as much as you can. You loan me the situation as much as you can, but you just tell me, I said, hey, look, this is my job. I would appreciate if I understand. I get what you're saying, but we gotta take you in, and if you're gonna jeopardize me not feeding my family, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do, bro.
I gotta do it. I remembered my question, and it was this: when I was riding motorcycles, right, we go on the mainland, and I would hang out with different clubs. Okay, one of them at one time was the Hell's Angels. Okay,
Mm.
and one thing I noticed about Hell's Angels, and oddly enough, it reminded me about police officers, and it was this: all the old timers were mellow and cool, and and just you know, it was the young guys trying to prove something that and then they were the one making big body and giving you stink eye and
They're like
coming off.
flex. They're like flex.
They're like flex because they're brand new. They get the patch, not even dirty and stuff. And that reminds me a lot of times of police officers.
Correct. So at one point in my career, when I was an instructor at the training academy,
Yeah.
uh, my last recruit class that I had, and at the end, once they're done with their 6 month training, you have your class staff give you their final words of wisdom.
Yeah.
And my recruits to this day, they still come up and say, hey, sir, I always remember what you told me. And this was my words to them:
Yeah.
congratulations, you're now a part of the Blue Ohana. You be kind to everybody until the moment they give you a reason to. But if I find out that you're an a-hole to somebody because you're using this as an advantage, I will find you and I will punch you in your face.
Wow.
And my recruits, they've been in for like, I don't know,
Yeah.
12, 13 years, to this day they'll always bring it up. Hey, sir, remember what you? I'll never forget. When I get upset, I think, I don't want to get punched in the face by Don.
Well, those are the cops that give everyone a bad name. They're just,
Yes.
like on an ego trip. They don't want to be. They don't want to be a police officer. They want to be a
Correct.
god.
Yeah.
And then,
Cannot.
like talking
Okay.
about when you say Hell's Angels and stuff, how they kind of police themselves with the OGs and the young. Like so, there is organized crime. So like when somebody gets taken down, and if you can't answer this, you don't have to answer. But do you think like once that head gets taken down, that things get all crazy in downtown? Like everybody else trying to be the next big dog.
Yeah, great question, James. But normally, like the patrol officers, we actually don't get involved. It's actually we have like our undercovers or our intelligence unit will actually take care of more of the organized crime stuff.
Mhm.
So that's the kind of stuff nobody sees, right? So
Mm.
when they do bring them in, it's everything is just nobody sit under the table. It's done that way only because it's safer for the public, and these guys know their own hierarchy in terms of how they're gonna maneuver themselves. But it's Hawaii's been very unique in terms of like the organized crime and how they do things.
You
So
know,
it's not. Yeah, go ahead.
there was I read a book on that, and basically it said it's not like the Italian organized crime
Yeah, not like in Boston
organizations.
or New York, somewhere in the East
Yeah,
Coast.
where
Very different.
where that one moves up when one goes down. In Hawaii, if the main guy goes down, everybody, oh wow, Obama, and they all kind of
Yeah,
fall apart, and then a new
yeah,
guy comes up.
Mm.
You know,
correct.
it's very different.
Correct.
We have a couple questions here. One was, oh yeah, here,
Stephen.
Stephen, is Waianae, because he and I are both from there, a popular district?
Um, what popular district of for what?
For do police? I know, do police avoid that area, or do they
Avoid.
like it?
Um, no, our officers out there, many of them that work in their respective districts, they love it where they work. Like personally, I wouldn't be able to work in Hawaii because I know too many people,
Oh yeah,
right? Whereas
yeah,
Chinatown, different because it's more the hub and it's midnights.
yeah.
So like the people I do know, they're sleeping because they all old like me. So and then the younger ones come out, they see me like, hey uncle, like, where are you gonna be? Where you at? You have my number?
Ah.
Text me when you leave so I know you got out here safely. Stay out of trouble. Right? So
Yeah.
it's different from, it just depends on where people work. And yeah, are there districts that I won't work? I won't work in Waikiki, I will tell you that. Too many tourists for me. Can't handle.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah. I won't work there. I'd rather be where the locals are, where the people are, so I can serve them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
And
job.
no
More
disrespect to the tourists. Yeah.
more personal question. So I was telling Andy when I lived in Pittsburgh that there was a community of Samoans and they were part of like not necessarily halal, but they would dance hula and do like a luau show, and they all lived in Pittsburgh. And the main guy his last name was Famuina. Do you know of any family members that you might have been a singer and a fire knife dancer that lived in Pittsburgh?
My sister would probably know. She's like the historian for my family. So the Famuinas, my grandfather had 19 children,
Oh,
four
wow.
wives, because they didn't have Twitch, never internet in Samoa. But so the obviously the family is huge. So I don't know everybody, but normally if you hear a Famuina, we're pretty much related. I just don't know where in the line.
Because this is around the time when Taasei Famui was playing for the Steelers. So when I was
Yes,
there, and this guy
yes,
Famuina was like Samoan Tom Jones.
Wow.
He was
nice.
walking across tables, singing with the tight bell
Yeah,
bottom
yeah, yeah,
pants
yeah.
and gyrating, and all the older women were like, "Yeah!"
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
we're gonna give you one more question, and we'll let you
Okay.
go here.
Yeah.
But Nani Aloha says, will you be doing Wisdom Wednesday tonight?
Wisdom Wednesday is my Twitch talk show that actually Andy was one of my guests on,
Yes.
that I had, but I haven't resurrected Wisdom Wednesday yet. I'm actually gonna bring it back in a couple of months. So we're taking a hiatus right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I
bro.
appreciate you
Again,
guys. Thanks, Sam.
thanks for
Thank
all
you.
this time. I appreciate it on TV
Thank you,
and
guys.
on the podcast part.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Uzo.
Okay,
Mahalo,
we'll
bro.
see you guys.
Aloha no.
Aloha.
Ooh, mean that bugger. Yeah, okay. All right. So now we have what?
Two
That
more segments.
was okay. Oh, so we got 5 and then 6.
Yeah, and
Okay.
6 is short segment. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So let's slate it and then
Well, pick which segment. Which video?
yeah, let's do the Indiana Hawaii couple who got shot at.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. So it was,
Either that or we can do the measles one because we have the measles Indiana update and kind of a public service thing, how to use your phone in an emergency even if it doesn't have cell reception.
That's a good one for the last segment.
Yeah, okay.
That's that fluff story.
So let's do the Indiana couple who got shot at.
Since we just finished talking to him.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh. It's become cop. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. Okay. Oh, and by the way, for those of you going to be, I'll do it on. I'll do it live. I'll do it live. I'm channeling Bill O'Reilly. Okay. Here we go. And we are back. A special mahalo nui loa to DJ Don Famuina for joining us. And on this segment, James, did you hear about these the Hawaii couple in Indiana who got shot at?
No.
Oh, then you're in for not a treat, but imagine this happening to you.
Department of Health is keeping a close
Oh,
watch
no,
on
no, that's not it.
Well, terrifying moments for a Hawaii family now living in Indiana. The kids were just put down for bed when bullets started flying through their windows. Wow. And as Chelsea Davis reports, the family is now asking for help and a safer place to live.
They moved from Hawaii to Indiana, and then boom.
You want to
It's
see
been a
the place
little
to live?
over
Come
an
back to
hour.
Hawaii.
Yeah, but watch this though.
Oh my goodness.
But we were just shot at.
You can hear the tremble in Kailua native Sharon Hope Lono's voice as she walks around her Indianapolis apartment last Wednesday night.
And by the way, look at that, bullets in the TV. And this, and I did the research. That this has nothing to do with her shooting things in that aspect ratio. See, had it been wider, she would have looked better on television. And but that had nothing to do with it. Okay.
Documenting the obliteration caused by gunfire.
We had just put our daughters to sleep and we were just kind of decompressing from the day. We were sitting on the couch decompressing, we had the TV on, we were talking, and all of a sudden we had our first shot come through.
Like, always, there was this huge pop, like it was deafening. I still hear it.
The Lonos say approximately 24 shots ripped through their home while they ducked for cover.
And the worst part is they probably won't get their deposit back. Oh, what about these bullet holes?
Girls ages 7 and
But there's a punchline to this. Listen to this.
3 asleep in their beds.
We have a bed here and a bed here.
And you can see a bullet hole in their closet.
And our youngest, she usually comes in and out of the room from the time we put her down around 8:30 until usually almost 10:30. She just comes in and out, in and out, in and out. Amazingly, that night she actually went to sleep at 9:30, and this happened at like 9:40.
The Lonos say the suspects are still on the run. They say investigators tell them the drive-by shooters shot up the wrong home.
We think it was a wrong address.
The Lonos moved to Indiana almost 3 years ago because they could no longer afford to live in Hawaii.
We were priced out. We were looking for it was getting so expensive, and we wanted a place that, we could afford on our own.
They are too afraid to live here. So another Hawaii family is taking them in until they can afford a safer place to live. In the meantime, Sharon is battling thyroid cancer, and Tony's dad just died 5 months ago. If you would like to help the Lonos get back on their feet, go to hawaiinewsnow.com. Chelsea Davis, Hawaii News Now.
Yeah, so go to that website if you want to help them out. But oh man, imagine brother go, hey, you know what? I think we're going back Hawaii because at least in the house when it had holes was termite.
Termite, cockroach, B-52s.
Not this, but and they think they shot up the wrong house.
2 dozen.
2 dozen. Well, you couldn't. That's one little pull up.
No, but
that's it.
Thankfully, no one got hurt. That's so many bullets. Oh my goodness.
But moving to Indiana is no small feat with children, and now they're like, you know what? I don't think I like this.
Go back home instead of living Kailua. Maybe move Makiki. Might be cheaper.
I don't know, but you know what I mean.
The news, though.
When I was touring, right? I stayed in Imperial Avenue in Oakland, California, which
Ooh,
is
you just said Oakland, and I already know.
well, and this it's infamous, this
Yes.
thing. And when I was checking in, the guy checking me in, all of a sudden I hear pow 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 pow. This guy's running on the street in his car like pow pow pow, and the guy doesn't even hardly look up. He looked like so. I go, bro, how often does this happen? He goes, that's kind of like lightning, you know. Once it hits, you don't have to worry about it for a while. Oh, okay. I feel much better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
The
thank you,
news,
sir.
though, it's so crazy how they did this story. It's like, oh, this is a tragedy. This tragic thing that just happened. Oh, but by the way, she also has cancer and his dad died. It's like, how do you pile that on these news people?
Yeah. And by the way,
Yeah, I know.
Unless you think, if you're not feeling good about your life,
Yeah.
just but I don't know if you noticed on the GoFundMe, they already raised $9,000.
Oh, cool.
Right. So maybe that's enough to get them. But now they're back in Hawaii, evidently. Is that what they said?
No, they didn't say that. But they're with another Hawaii family that's up there.
Oh, that's in Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Good luck.
Good luck, and learn to play basketball if you're in Indiana. Maybe that's why they, Indiana, they love their basketball.
Larry Bird.
Yeah. Well, I tell a story. I was working a comedy club, right? And we all go to this nightclub afterwards, right? And there were like scantily clad women dancing on the bar in this thing. It was part of what this bar is doing. Why we went, basically. Hey, bro, you got to check this out. Whole place is full of guys looking at these girls, right? Bobby Knight walks in. Everybody went, hey, it's Bobby Knight! And the girls are like, oh, what are we, chopped liver? And they're taking pictures, and it was amazing. They loved it.
Did he put on a scantily dress?
No, are you kidding? He called some plays. If you don't know, Bobby Knight was a very popular coach.
Indiana Hoosiers.
University
of Indiana.
Yeah, and they love basketball in Indiana.
But that'd be funny if he got up and started dancing.
You're one of the few people that could get away with suggesting that.
Yeah, he was known for throwing things onto the court, right?
Yeah, chairs and people.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you guys can help those people out, that'd be awesome. You know,
Yeah.
you guys saw that fund GoFundMe, you can check it out on the Hawaii News Now's website.
Yeah, go there and help them out if you can. But but at the same time,
it's tough being because that's a big thing, not being priced out of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like we have so many, like a lot of our viewers, some lived here but were priced out and they had to move to the mainland, which is the same thing happened to this couple. And it's sad, Hawaii gets so expensive that locals can't even stay here anymore.
it's like it's how I feel about that. Did you hear about this? The city council getting a 64% raise.
Oh.
Which includes Augie Tolba, by the way.
Oh,
He's
that's
in the city council, right? Now
Nice.
imagine this. These guys get an immediate 64% raise. Teachers got a 3% raise over 4 years or something. I'm like, I don't want to get political, but
And we got more bottles of water.
And I got a new cup.
Yee, look at us.
Mm.
Big timers. Augie made the right move.
I think he did. He's probably going to say, I'm out this Friday. I don't need the gig. We'll be right back with more of the Daily Pigeon. Sorry, we're talking a little bit here. Don't go away.
Boom.
Oh, the chat just stopped. You notice that?
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. I have it on question. Oh,
there you go.
Darn.
And
Sorry,
that's all
guys.
on the top too.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, did everybody leave?
Yeah, I know. I was doing question. I said,
Oh, there's.
priced out of paradise. I know Augie and what is this? I know Augie and Andrea fought against it. Yeah, the raise, and Augie said if I get the raise, I'm not gonna take it. He said,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Remember that? He said that.
Let's see.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
But you know what kind of money we're talking about? I mean, with 64%, that means he goes from like $78,000 a year to $164,000 a year. That's what kind of money we're talking. And again, pardon my public school math, but it's something like that. It's
That's
just
a huge difference to say.
huge.
I'm not going to take them, and then you see that check and be like, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do have to go fix I have to buy a new catalytic converter. So
I gotta get a 4Runner.
Yeah, my kids need a brand new car, and
Sorry, everybody. I had typed question in there so I could bring up the questions.
It's okay, but it's times like this when we gotta clear our throats, and we like to take a sip of this beautiful Hawaii volcanic water.
Hawaii volcanic water. Yes, I have some here. In fact, I'm doing a new thing with mine.
Are you?
Yes. I have this little metal cup, and there's a heater that I put it on. I'm putting honey and lemon in there because I've been having a little trouble with my voice.
Well, the climate the weather has been changing from cold to hot and cold to hot.
Yeah, but it's wonderful.
And you've been performing more, so.
And this cup is very different from the other cup. It still fits.
Ooh. See how Hawaii volcanic water fits in any cup. Look at that. Made with recycled plastic. Be Pono, do what's right. HawaiiVolcanic.com. Thank you guys.
If I was Augie, I'd funnel it back to the community or his staff. That'd probably be the easiest thing to do.
Is my mic off?
Mic is off.
If it is, how long?
No, I mean I'm looking at the thing. It doesn't look like it's off.
Yeah. And Don heard every question I had.
Yeah, I think, and he didn't say you're not. Andy, do 4Runners have V8 engines? They have some 4Runners with V8s, I think. Yeah, they're primarily V6s, but they're powerful V6s, and the V8s that they put in some of the Toyotas, guaranteed they had V8s. I don't know if it was the 4Runners. It might have been the Tacomas.
Well, it's also the Toyotas I see feels lighter than the Chevys, so a V6 would be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, Don, hey, James's cup, a bottle looked like a shot.
Yeah, this is the one you get from the airlines.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's too funny.
Guess which hand the bottle's in.
Yeah, look at this. Everybody's saying, I hear James. I hear you, James.
Unless it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well,
no, look, that's Facebook and Twitch. Yeah. So sad Hawaiians have to leave Hawaii as part of, that's how it is.
But that's why we stay here, so that we can entertain the Hemajang gang.
There we go. And Kona Moon on Facebook says, I hear James well.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
I like to be heard. And you have to change the time to 6:30 in the segment.
Oh, is this the last segment? Okay. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting we're doing television again. Okay, hold on.
I'm Low and Distant. That's actually the name of my new album. James Money. Low and Distant.
Low and Distant. Who says you're low and distant?
Gamba.
Oh.
Watt says Little Muddles. That was my nickname in elementary.
Little Muddles?
No, I think that's the sound that I guess he's describing I sound like Little Muddles.
Oh, James is a little muddled.
Yeah.
Probably what he says.
Oh, you're muddled.
I wonder why. I hear you fine.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm across the room from you. And if you don't believe it, check this shot out. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, no. Of course, it's not going to work today.
My sister texted me too. She said, "Is your mic on?" I was like,
Who did?
My sister. She
Really?
texted me. But it seems like everybody's hearing me.
Wow. Yeah, there. Look. See?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Well, I was telling people we were sitting across the room from me. People are surprised. They think you're in another state or something. A state of confusion.
Look at the size difference.
Yeah, come Thailand, make a Hawaiian village here. Everyone welcome. There we go.
And then, like you said, get the big fruits over there. So and cheap.
The big fruits. No, they're called gay people. You're so mean.
I think those are called boy girls.
I'm the one that's making that awful joke. Yeah. Okay, we believe it. We believe it. We're just telling you how it sounds on our end. Yeah, Gigamba, I get it, but
tomorrow.
Try to get closer to the mic.
Tomorrow. Oh, I'm pretty close.
Oh, you're pretty close already? Okay.
Because then when I go, I can hear myself too. Maybe what's coming out, and then maybe because of the earlier issue we had.
Who knows?
But
yeah.
today is just gonna be like this.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about in the last segment? Okay, let's ask the Hamajang gang. I mean, we can talk about more after, but we're well over the hour. Measles. There's a measles, not an outbreak, but they got
Samoa.
They got two real measles things here. And how to use a phone for an emergency call, even if it's off or doesn't have a connection, or the Monk Seal update. Nothing. The phone, okay. Kavika wants to hear the phone. Okay, let's go with that.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah, and it's kind of a public service announcement too.
And I think lately we've been doing the last.
We could do both.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Let's try that.
We just speed through the first one.
Yeah, let's speed through the first one. Okay,
let me get my Union.
Monk Seal update. Monk Seal. There was the Monk Seal update. There wasn't really a lot to it except they showed the fence and said stay away. So and here's the phone and there's some seal. Do all three. No, we'll do two. Okay, and if we get to the Monk Seal thing, but we only have 6 minutes and 30 seconds. But we can do it after.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go here and do this. And we are back. Thank you for joining us on the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And we are all about broadcast quality.
Yes, we are.
But I want to show this video, and this is about how to use a cell phone in an emergency, whether it's connected to the internet or even off. Okay, yeah, check this out. Broadcast quality.
During an emergency, a feature on most smartphones makes it possible to call 911 from any phone, whether it's connected to a phone plan or not. Jamie Tucker shows us how to use it.
So here's a scenario. You run across someone who clearly needs help and they're unresponsive. Your first thought is to call 911 from your phone, but it's even better if you call it from their phone. And you can, even if their phone is locked.
If they have an iPhone, just swipe up on the screen. You'll see emergency at the bottom of the screen. Tap it to open a phone keypad. You won't be able to call anyone but 911. You'll see medical ID at the bottom of the screen. Tapping it should show the person's name, the medications they take, and their emergency contacts.
Good luck asking me to put my proper weight.
If they're wearing an Apple Watch, it's probably already unlocked. Even if it isn't, press and hold the bottom button. You swipe to make an SOS call, which dials 911 and sends a message to their emergency contact saying you've called for help and shows your precise location. This works if they set up emergency contacts, and if you haven't already done this, you should. Open the Health app on an iPhone and tap your picture at the top right. Fill in as much as you think is necessary, especially any medication information that would...
I'm going to do that because I didn't do that.
Mine's going to say, can you please call Officer Famuina?
Be important in an emergency. Add your emergency contacts and phone numbers here as well.
Look at that.
Make sure show when locked and share during emergency call are turned on. On Android devices, swipe up on the screen, tap emergency call to see their name, call 911, as well as view their medical information and emergency contacts. Android phone owners should also enter that information. Be aware this could be different depending on which Android device you have.
Me too, Kavika.
And if you have young kids, teach them how to do it. Take an old phone, doesn't matter if it's connected to a phone plan or not. Put it on the charger, connect it to Wi-Fi, show them how to use it. It could be the only way they can call for help if they can't unlock mom or dad's phone. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
I swear when it started, he had no hair.
You know what? I think he's one of these guys. He does it and he sells these things to a bunch of different markets. I don't think he's exclusive to Hawaii, but it's good stuff. I'm doing that right there. I get him already. Oh, Jim, you are right. You're on top of it, bro. Okay. So now we have. Let's do this last one here.
Yeah.
This is the measles one. Okay. Check this out.
Department of Health is keeping a close watch on potential community spread of measles. DOH has reported only 2 cases in the last 2 weeks, but experts say it doesn't take much for a full-fledged outbreak to develop. Mark Carpenter has our top story.
AKA, for i.e. COVID.
The disease is not endemic, meaning
Look, this guy, he's on camera. He's wearing a mask. That's how much he don't want to get measles.
Is he at home? And he's like, I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
it doesn't exist within our community. It actually has to be brought into our community. So that is always going to be a high concern for the Department of Health.
The 2 reported cases so far are Oahu residents, one of whom recently traveled out of the country. Right now, DOH deploying a response similar to what we saw in the early days of the pandemic, reaching out to close contacts of the infected as the measles virus is highly transmissible. Symptoms are very similar to COVID and the flu, with fever, loss of appetite, and fatigue. But measles often carries a telltale sign.
That would make a nice aloha shirt, wouldn't it?
You know what? That actually would. Add a couple
Measles
flowers.
also causes a very classic rash that typically starts in the head and in the face area and moves downward over the body.
Our job is really to then identify, work with the individual, the families, all the contacts to this individual, and making sure that we kind of flip every stone to ensure that we have identified individuals.
While DOH doesn't keep track of adult MMR vaccination numbers, the immunization is a requirement for school-aged children, and it's estimated over 90% of kids statewide are vaccinated.
Vaccinations and Crocs. Got to.
Hawaii's last reported measles outbreak came back in the fall of 2014, with 15 cases across the state.
The interesting part about the 2014 outbreak was that it occurred in 3 different islands. And so we were actually at 3 separate introductions of measles into 3 separate islands at around the same time. So that was a very interesting outbreak that we had in 2014.
Interesting.
This time, the cases appear to be isolated on Oahu, but given how rapidly it can spread, it's a race to minimize a spike in infections.
It's hard to speculate and predict exactly what's going to happen, but knowing that measles is highly contagious in the community, we want to get the word out to both patients and care providers to be on the lookout for measles.
If you feel any symptoms or may have been exposed to the virus, the state advises contacting your healthcare provider immediately. Mark Carpenter, Hawaii News Now.
Wow. You know, people don't, most people don't know that the Hawaiian population was wiped out by measles. You know, that were brought on the ships with the Voyagers.
Be safe, folks.
There we go. All right, gang. We have one more segment after this. If you're watching.
No, this is it.
This is it?
Yes, this is segment 6.
Without James, what would I do? Thanks for watching. See you next time. I didn't change my vibe.
I'm looking at mine. I didn't look at yours. I'm sorry.
No, that's your job.
No, I got a new toy. All of a sudden, I'm like,
I know. Well, I play with the old toy. Big 6. Okay. So now, what people wanted to see the Andy, check the James mic connection when pow. It sounds like James' mic is not up. Well, let's try that right now. I don't see. I don't.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Okay, this is your mic right here, right?
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
Well, I don't know. Well, you know, he's making his little green line jump right to just as much as mine. So I don't know.
Honestly, I sound like I'm in the bathroom. So was I farting or?
Well, you know what? It's like this, right? You see how that's me, but that's my mic, and this would be
mic check. No, see, it's not like that.
So it's not.
So it's not that because now I hear me.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't
Thank
know.
you.
Well, we're almost done, but let's play this the monk seal one. The monk seal one. I think it's this one.
Round-the-clock monitoring of Hawaiian monk seal Kaiwi and her pup, that began over the weekend.
And our Casey Lund is in Waikiki this morning with more on an update on how long people need to stay away. Casey?
Aloha from Kaimana Beach, and you can see the area that's essentially the entire beach here cordoned off by DLNR and NOAA. And we were actually able to see earlier today
the reason I
pup
grabbed this
and mom, Kaiwi, out there playing in the water.
Is because it shows footage of, remember Rocky when she attacked the swimmer?
But they since went back in. But you can see also that they have drawn a crowd, even a small crowd of folks that are respectfully trying to get a glimpse. And you could also see down there doe care officers from DLNR as well as the Marine Mammal Response. And they're really paying attention to those animals because of the interest and the popularity of this beach. I'm here with doe care chief Jason Radula. He's with us from DLNR. Jason, even just today while we were here earlier this morning, we saw the marine mammal folks move the fence down here. They really are paying a lot of attention to this. And why is it so important that people listen to those people's instructions when they come out and give the mom and
I was just thinking the exact same thing. What are you going? Duh. But his answer, check this out.
Space.
Well, it's all about safety for both the animals and for the public. Human contact with these animals are not a good thing. Likewise, we don't want to have people coming into contact with these animals because they are in fact wild and they can and will bite. So for everybody's safety, including the animals, we would ask people to kindly keep their distance.
Yeah, I think we saw last July when, and I know that was, maybe a mistake or possibly, I can't remember all the details, but there was an interaction between a swimmer and two seals, a mom and a pup, and that was really terrifying for everybody involved.
Boom,
the
she
swimmer,
just bites
of
him,
course,
watch him.
mom and monk seal
going in
as
again.
well.
And the
I
baby
do wanna
comes
ask,
over.
Though, when people are
she's cool.
knowingly or willingly not following orders and interfering with those animals in their natural habitat, what are some of the consequences that you want people to know about?
She swam in the
Sure,
area.
so
That's the
we would ask
on purpose.
Well, yeah, but what happened was the seal was 25 yards away, maybe more, and was coming for her, and she don't move.
I thought it was the seal was here, and she went in the area.
No, she was. I saw the original video. She was just she was in the area, but she didn't see the seal. And people from the beach were going,
move.
"Hey, bag!" And she's like, "What, huh?" And they, "Oh, look, the seal."
She said, "Where's the manager?"
Oh, look at that. She deserved that. Yeah, that's right. Why? Because you have no business there. That's why. Exactly. I know. But if that seal was coming to me with a baby, I'd have been Mark Spitz toward the natatorium. Wow.
That's one of the reasons I don't go into the ocean, because there's so many things that can outswim me. I'll stay on the land.
Or want to eat you.
Yeah, especially all this blubber I have. It stores in them and they get warm.
Yeah, and they look at that and go, "Oh, we could survive the winter." Anyway, I stop there. Here we go.
To stay out of these cordoned areas and to give the seals the proper distance. Now, if people refuse to follow our directions or they somehow obstruct our operation to protect these animals, they could be charged with obstructing government operations, which is a misdemeanor. But if someone were to intentionally or knowingly harm these animals, they could be charged with monk seal harassment, which is a very serious...
Monk seal harassment. How'd you like to have that on your jacket?
Or you're in prison and go, "What are you eating for?"
Monk seal
that could be a felony
harassment.
Yeah, and if you look on NOAA's website, they have really good information for especially visitors that maybe aren't familiar with the wildlife we have in Hawaii. 150 feet is generally the rule to keep your distance. So a reminder that this will likely be the situation here at Kaimana from 5 to 7 weeks until that pup is weaned from its mother. So make sure you pay attention to the signage here and check in with DLNR, the officers that will be down here, to see when it's okay and where on the beach you can access the water. Reporting at Kaimana's, I'm Casey Lund. Perdell will send things back to you.
Casey Lund getting like a Joe Moore's son kind of story.
You know what? I think that he shot that segment the same time he shot the last segment. Let's just do two. Pretend some time passed. I'm running out of sunscreen.
I'm getting tired of doing all the garut work. Can we tone it down? Casey Lund can recover.
And C Honda is reminding me that April 28th, myself, Augie T, and Frank DeLima will be at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center. That's this Saturday. No, Friday.
Which is the reason we won't be podcasting Friday.
Oh, that's right. We will not be podcasting Friday because I will be on a plane.
So there's the Mac. Get your tickets.
Oh, in California, they steal your abalone, the seals.
Funny.
I know.
They say it's a safety distance. I don't think it's safety distance. I think it's a head start. If you think of it that way.
Hey, you know what? I forgot to turn the alerts back on, and Don Famuina dropped some biddies.
Oh.
Mahalo. I'm sorry I didn't have my fancy graphics on. We just, we gotta.
The Menehunes went hit right before we started.
And plus, we lack broadcast quality.
Yeah. And then answer Panelo Nate's question. There is open mics on Oahu Tuesday at Slack Key, Wednesday Anna O'Brien's, Thursday Stand Up Honolulu.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, you get them. Look at this here. In California, does abalone have a first name?
Yeah, it's Oscar. Abalone has a second name. It's Mayer. And if you ask me why, I'll say, the baloney song, Oscar Mayer. You don't remember? Well, you don't watch TV.
Abalone. I don't watch TV, but abalone. Oh, I get it. Baloney.
My baloney.
Well, I was gonna say his first. That's the whole name. Al Baloney.
Baloney.
Oh, that's the one, James. Oh, you see, you got him right there. 1,000. Oh, 1,000 biddies from DJ Don, bruh. Oh man, you're getting overtime lately. Me and you, bugger. I'd like to thank Don Famuina and those people in Chinatown. Wow, thanks, Don. 1,000 biddies. That's substantial, bro. That's real. We raided somebody last night at work. Oh, good. So you had some. Oh, speaking of raids, Nani, are we gonna raid anybody? Right. Let me see what we don't. Do we have
You don't have
Twitter?
your Twitch on.
Oh, I don't have my Twitch on. Hold on. I can easily do it. Well, maybe not that easy. Oh. Because we're not on TV yet right now.
Nope.
Let's see. Hold
Stay
on.
regular.
We stay regular. How come I can never find the Twitch?
Well, while you're finding it, folks, I have a show, Kona, May 6th. You can get your tickets at comedianjamesmoney.com or just search James Money and in Eventbrite. That's May 6th on Kona at the Kona Elks Lodge.
Wow.
And then May 7th, I'll be at the Playground in Maui. That's a Sunday. So get your tickets at comedianjamesmoney.com or at theplaygroundmaui.com.
Oh, good timing. I just found it here.
Cool.
Okay. So we can let's do Sashay Boom. Yeah, go to Sashay Boom and do a mod raid, and so because I have the pre-production to do afterwards. I have Twitch up now, so you let me know how you want to do it, Nani.
My next performance on Oahu might not be for a while. I do pop up, so if any Hemajangers are visiting and they want to see, let us know, and it will both probably just go pop up at Stand Up Honolulu. Do a quick set for the Hemajangers that are visiting.
Yeah, let me know. Maybe I can be there too if I'm not here editing.
Well, back on TV now.
Oh, that's right.
You gotta do TV quality editing.
And I have to make 2 copies of it and get it to Ann now, and
Here we go.
Ooh, I would love to support you, brother James.
Thanks, Luz.
There we go.
Trying to make it happen, but I was gonna perform in Phoenix, the week after I'm on Maui, but I'm going to visit my daughter. She's graduating from junior college.
Oh, I know. Congrats. And let me know. Give me some lead time when you're not going to be here, because you won't be here because you'll be there.
Yeah. I leave. And it's Wednesday. Then I come back the following Monday.
Done. Kevin Frazier. Yups. After we eat. Kevin Frazier said, so I'd get stopped by Officer Don in Chinatown. Do we get a free get out of the jail free card for the Hamajang gang? You know, it's weird. I thought about it the other day. I haven't had a ticket of any kind, and not because people let me off, just because, you know, I'm an old futt and I drive slow, right? In 30 years.
Well, yeah, like you said, you don't speed and
I don't
you
speed.
cruise them.
And you know, and I like the old cars I drive, so I really enjoy it. And like, I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. And you know me, I'm always early.
Yes.
Always early, so I can cruise. Or the other day, I was, you know, going to shoot a television commercial for Kia, right? Aloha Kia, and half an hour early, you know, I'm good, and my radiator went out, and I had time to limp there slowly. And okay. So there you go, gang. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
Special thanks to DJ Don Famuina for being our guests. Okay? So there we go.
And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And then not Friday.
Not Friday.
Aloha.